the latest gossip as it happens.
Fashion, news. Is it trending or not?
Follow us now.
Don't you ever try to front and on the radio. I dare you to try to say something crazy.
It's time for Bella's Tea Report.
Tell me if you want.
Exclusively on
Keep playing with
B96.5.
B86.5, the hip hop station, home in the Kenner Radio. So you've ever got Bella Rae out to noon. Listen, you always never know who I'm going to have in the studio, who I'm going to have call in. You never know. So today, I actually have Dr. Polio, the superintendent of JCPS. How are you doing today?
I'm great. Thank you for having me on. Excited to be here for the first time.
Yeah, so I know you're super busy, so I'm going to just jump right into everything.
Yeah, please do.
Okay, so I know that the board approved August 25th yesterday, right?
That's correct. Tuesday, August 25th is the official first day of school.
So we're saying the non-traditional learning, right?
That is correct. What we call non-traditional instruction, which means virtual learning from home, will begin on the 25th. We'll do that for at least 6 weeks and monitor where we are at that point to make a decision on whether we can come back to classes safely or not.
I just have a question because I'm a parent as well. So as a parent, can we expect anything to be different with NTI learning from, when we first had to start NTI learning back in March?
Yeah, great question. So, when we first started it, if you recall, we had 2 weeks to prepare for it. We had to completely change our model and 2 weeks to prepare. Now we have a lot more time. So, first and foremost, we're going to get more Chromebooks out to every kid who needs it. We're going to have internet access, what we call hotspots, if families need that. We want as many of our kids have a device and being connected as possible. We're definitely going to have some, we want more live classes with teachers. We're really going to make sure we do that. There are going to be higher expectations for students, so students need to be prepared for that because we are moving into the new school year. And we're looking for some various platform improvements, too, to help with the direct learning for students. So NTI 2.0 is going to be a lot of big changes for our students and families.
I like the name of that, NTI Learning 2.0.
That's
I like
right.
that. We're going to have to keep that, Dr. Polio.
I like that. Yeah, that's something my daughter would probably say. So I'm jumping on board.
That's right. You're getting hip. You're getting hip, Dr. Polio.
I don't know about that. I'm trying.
So with NTI Learning, can we expect for maybe there being certain times for NTI Learning? Maybe like, for example, middle school and high school, they start at 7:20. Can they, do they need to start being logged on at 7:20 or, are there specific times for NTI Learning?
Yeah, so that's a great question. So we are looking, and so when we talk about live classes, that's this word called synchronous learning. So we want to have more of that. But I want to remind everybody, too, that we want flexibility. So we know that parents have jobs and are working as well. And teachers have their own children that will be doing NTI as well, too. So there will still be flexibility. Our goal is to have students online and learning. We want to have more live classes, and we'll have expectations for teachers to be connecting with kids more, even more than we did in the spring. And so there will be that, but we still want to provide flexibility so that if you have another child that might be in the house live and in a class, or you might be working, there's some options for families to still interact with the teacher and not miss that content.
Okay, so the word for NTI Learning is patience. Everyone is just going to have just patience when it comes with NTI Learning, right?
Yeah, patience, very much so, and flexibility. And I want
patience.
I want to say this about there is no perfect answer right now. We are in a pandemic, and we listen to our parents and to our staff who said, they're scared to come back to school, and people could lose their lives as a result of this decision. So across this country right now, there just aren't any really easy answers to it. We're erring on the side of safety and health, but we want everyone to know we're going to work as hard as we possibly can to support our kids and families. We just need to make sure that we have some patience and flexibility when we get into this.
As a parent, I can say I appreciate the decisions that were definitely made, for sure. So I appreciate it. Thank you so much. But so we talked about the Chromebooks. Now we said that we're going to have more Chromebooks given out. Do you have a process for getting those Chromebooks just yet?
So right now in the spring, and so no, we don't have the process out yet. We will have it within the next 2 weeks, so people will have plenty of time to reserve that. In the spring, we were under full quarantine, so we had to mail it to people. And so this time around, we're going to be looking so that parents can get to their school and reserve it at the school and pick it up at the school. So it'll be more from the school perspective. instead of the central office and mailing it. And so we'll have all of those guidelines out for families in the next 2 weeks as to what they can expect on how to reserve a Chromebook and when they would be able to pick it up. But that is definitely what we want. We want all of our kids being connected to the internet with a device so that they can really communicate with their school and teacher.
All right. And of course, if a parent has any questions or, maybe a student has any questions, where can they go to get the best answers?
So they can always go to our website, great answers on our website. But then as we always encourage people to do, if you have questions, call 313-HELP, 313-HELP, and they will always be directed to the right place on where to get answers. That's kind of our one-stop shop place to call to get the answers you need from JCPS.
And again, parents, so August 25th, Tuesday, August 25th, your NTI learning will begin, all right? And, of course, like you said, if you have any questions or if you want to head over to hiphopb965.com, I'm going to have this full interview up, ready and waiting for you. Again, thank you, Dr. Polio. I know you're busy.
It's a pleasure. You got to invite me back more. I can't wait to do this more.
Don't tell me that, Dr. Polio. I'll have you super hip.
You're right. This is where I need to be.
I got you, but thank you so much, okay?
Thank you. Have a great one.
You do the same. But you got to make sure you stay here and you stay tuned. You never know who else I'm going to have on, all right? Be 86.